evening and happy 54th Republic Anniversary to all. This is your Friday, February 23, 2024 edition of the Evening News. I am Jemima Holmes. Thank you for tuning in. In the headlines this evening, we must zealously guard our sovereignty, promote democracy, says President Ali. High Court order blocking government from cutting teachers' pay. All deduction of union dues unfortunate, says AG. Duo busted while attempting to smuggle 64 million worth of cocaine. Guyana-Suriname Chamber of Commerce attracting more businesses. Non-fiscal terms in new PSA could be reviewed, says VP JAGDEO. And MASHRAMANI 2024 costume and float parade dazzles Georgetown streets. Now for the news in detail. As Guyana today celebrated 54 years since becoming a republic, President Dr. Irfaan Ali reaffirmed the country's commitment to defending its sovereignty and territorial integrity, while at the same time maintaining friendly relations with its neighbors to ensure peace and stability in the region. Here are the details from Vanu Manikchand.
During his address to the nation at the flag-raising ceremony to commemorate Guyana's 54th Republic anniversary on Thursday evening, President Dr. Irfaan Ali noted this Republican status vested in Guyanese full sovereignty over the entirety of the country, as well as the political, social, and economic processes within.
We, the custodians of the Republic, must zealously guard our nation's sovereignty, promote its development, and safeguard democracy. A threat to our territorial integrity poses a direct challenge to our sovereignty because it stakes a claim upon the settled geographical boundaries that define our nation. Territorial integrity is not merely about lines on a map. It symbolizes the autonomy and control which a nation exercises over its land, waters, air, space, resources, and people.
According to the Guyanese leader, without this total control over its territory, Guyana's sovereignty is compromised.
We shall never surrender an inch of our territory or cede national sovereignty. A threat to national development undermines the prosperity and well-being of our people.
President Ali stated that Guyana will never return to the era where its republic was tainted. He noted over the years, the country has fashioned a republic that is democratic and which continues to work to unite its people and defend its territorial integrity.
We are protecting our motherland from all threats from outside of our borders. We are strengthening national defense. The capabilities of our defense force are being improved. Defense diplomacy is being strengthened, and defense cooperation is being fortified. Our republic threatens no one. We eschew aggression. We are a peaceful nation. We settle disputes peacefully and repose our trust in international law. We seek friendly relations with our neighbors. We want peace and stability. We are for peace and stability. And our investment is to ensure peace and stability remains in our region. Our investment is to ensure peace and stability is the foundation through which neighborly love is built. Peace and stability is the foundation through which goodwill is built.
President Ali's statements come on the heels of heightened tensions between Guyana and Venezuela, which is laying claim to more than two-thirds of Guyana. Guyana became a republic on February 23, 1970. Reporting for the Evening News, Vanu Manikchand.
The High Court on Thursday granted conservatory orders blocking the government from cutting the salaries of striking teachers and moving ahead with a decision to discontinue the deduction of union dues reduced from the salaries of teachers. It is a decision that Attorney General Anil Nandlal later responded to, labeling it as unfortunate. Rupasina reports.
In a video statement, the Attorney General pointed out that this is the case of an employer-employee relationship between the government and teachers. If they decide to withhold their service, then it should be a two-way arrangement where the government can withhold payment.
And I showed very clearly that the law in Guyana and the rest of the Caribbean is that the relationship which exists between public servants and teachers and the government is one of an employee-employer relationship. And the law is, in relation to strike, if the employee decides to withhold their labor and strike, a right which they have, a freedom which they have, then the employer is entitled to withhold pay. It's a very simple equation. I believe that that decision is unfortunate. So that conservatory order, in my view, should not have been granted.
As it relates to the deduction of union dues from salaries and remitting it to the GTU, Nandlal contended that this is a voluntary arrangement which did not come out of a contract. As such, it can be terminated at any time.
This was a service voluntarily offered by the government. That's the first thing. Government is not being paid for it. No one seemed to understand how it arose. It certainly did not arise out of the law. It did not arise out of a contract. But it's there for a number of years. We already have a ruling from both a High Court and our Court of Appeal that the government has no obligation to offer this service or to continue it. That came out in a case in respect of the government withholding this service in respect of public servants.
The orders were handed down by Justice Sandil Kisoon and are to remain in effect until the determination of the substantive case, with the hearing set to commence on March 20th, 2024. The GTU is represented by Attorney-at-Law Darren Wade, while the state's case is being led by Attorney General Anil Nandlal. The GTU had approached the High Court to challenge the government's decision to deduct the salaries of striking teachers. GTU asked the court for a conservatory order that the status quo remains the same, that is, the government will not deduct monies from wages and salaries of teachers engaged in any industrial actions. The other order asked the court to quash a decision by the government to stop deducting fees from unionized teachers and remitting same to the union. Rupa Sinarain, The Evening News.
An airline security personnel attached to Secure Innovations and Concepts and a shift leader attached to the Tamari Handling Service were arrested by agents of the Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit, CANU, on Thursday after they were caught attempting to smuggle 156 pounds of cocaine through the Chedijagan International Airport. Based on reports received on the day in question, at about 17 hours 25, Travis Seeley, 26, and Kobe Bakker, 20, were observed collecting 4 duffel bags over the CJIA fence from an unknown male. A search of the said duffel bags led to the discovery of 64 brick-like parcels suspected to be cocaine. Seeley and Bakker, both of Tamari, East Bank Demerara, along with the narcotic, were escorted to CANU headquarters where the narcotic tested positive for cocaine and weighed 71.2 kilograms, which has an estimated street value of 64 million. The narcotic was intended to be loaded on a British Airways flight bound for St. Lucia with onward connection to the United Kingdom. CANU has said that if the narcotic had reached its intended destination, the estimated street value would have been over 3 million euros, which is equivalent to approximately 769 million Guyana dollars. We are once again joined by Vanu Manakchand, this time to report that Vice President Dr. JAGDEO has hinted at the possibility of revising the non-fiscal terms in the new production sharing agreement that the government has drafted for new oil deals.
Based on feedback received, the new new production sharing agreement is set to be one of the toughest oil contracts in the market, with the Guyana government currently negotiating with the 6 groups that were awarded blocks in the 2022-2023 auction. Vice President Dr. JAGDEO said if the non-fiscal terms become too onerous, then the government will have to consider reviewing it. In the same breath, however, he maintained that there would be no changes to the fiscal terms in the PSA.
We got a lot of feedback that the fiscal terms might be acceptable, the increased fiscal terms. But there were several other areas where the conditions were too tough. We had too tough a condition globally. If they become too onerous, that is where we may have to make adjustments. There'll be no change on the fiscal term. We're not changing the fiscal at all.
Under the new PSA, the fiscal terms will see Guyana benefiting from a signing bonus between $10 and $20 million. Additionally, while it includes the retention of the 50-50 profit sharing after cost recovery, there is an increase of the royalty from a mere 2% to now a 10% fixed rate, the imposition of a 10% corporate tax, and the lowering of the cost recovery ceiling to 65% from the previous 75%. But with government likely to hold its second bidding round later this year, JAGDEO said they are looking for feedback to determine how attractive Guyana will be with the current terms and conditions.
The next round should be exciting because we may by that time get the 20%. In fact, we will by October of this year get the 20% of the block, of the Stabroek block, returned to the government from Exxon. And we already have some areas to our east that are available with us. So you'd have more excitement. But we don't want, because of the non-fiscal terms, to kill interest. And so we are looking at the feedback. But they said we have one of the toughest PSAs in the world now, based on not just the fiscal conditions, but the other conditions.
However, the Vice President noted that so far, the government has not been told that these new terms are a hindrance to any of the ongoing negotiations.
Nobody has said to me, or I don't know if they said it formally to the ministry as yet, that we can't move forward because of the tough PSA that the government has put forward, that is a deterrent now to us securing investors in our projects. If this becomes a major issue, not only for CGX and the others in securing partners, but anyone else who's participating in the current auction or future auction, the non-fiscal terms, because the fiscal terms are cast already, then we're prepared to have a look at those.
Reporting for the Evening News, Vanu Manakchand.
Coming up on the other side of the break, Region 6 MASHRAMANI is set for March 3. Guyana-Suriname Chamber of Commerce attracting more businesses. Please stay tuned.
Looking to bring your dream home to reality? Or simply taking on a home improvement project? Then National Hardware Limited is where you should start. Let us put that touch to your home. Choose from over 1,000 Berger Paint original hues for any surface. We are known for our trusted brands such as Westinghouse, Philips, Sadco, Rubbermaid, Pyrex, Gibson Home, and so much more. National Hardware Limited, your do-it-best store. Located in downtown Georgetown and industrial site Rhymeville.
Transitions Light Intelligent Lenses. Pick your color. Choose your style. Available at Optique Vision Care.
Come celebrate 1770 with us. It's our 17th anniversary and we are celebrating with up to 40% discount on handsets. Get the Samsung A05 for just $16,000 or go for the Samsung A15 for just $29,000 or the Samsung A245 for just $35,000. But wait, there's more. You also get 1 month free data plan with any handset purchase. Limited time offer. Hurry to a Digicel store today. 17 years of bringing you the best. 1770 with us.
Welcome back. You're watching the Evening News. 6 months after being launched, the Guyana-Suriname Chamber of Commerce has proven to be an instrumental medium in generating interest in doing business between the two countries. Rupasine Ryan has the details.
Chief Executive Officer of the Chamber, Rahul Lildar, during the last day of the Guyana Energy Conference and Supply Chain Expo, spoke with members of the media about the operations of the Chamber. He noted that it is the brainchild of the Surinamese ambassador to Guyana, Lizelle Blankendal, and the chairman of Action Invest Caribbean, Dr. Vishnu Durga.
Our mission at the Chamber is a pretty simple one. It's to foster collaboration, network, and to expand and to facilitate economic trade between both of the countries. Because of the geography, we're literally close to each other. It's just a body of water that's separating us. And because of the bridge that's going to be on stream pretty soon, there needs to be a gap between the two regions to collaborate and to come together as one so that we can have one business community between Suriname and Guyana.
Founding chair and chairman of Action Invest Caribbean, Dr. Durga, noted that the chamber was established in light of the significant number of Surinamese businesses operating in Guyana.
Based on our records, we have well over 50 Surinamese companies already working here, which is the second largest number of international companies or grouping of international companies operating in Guyana. So it only made sense, we already have more than a half a dozen chambers, that we have the one that actually has a very high number of companies already operating here. We've also seen that we have at least around 10 companies already registered in Suriname as well, operating, Guyanese companies operating here, and all these companies require support as well to be able to really get going in Suriname at a fast pace. So therefore, our chamber is probably one of the few bilateral chambers that now exist that operates in both countries equally. So it's not a chamber meant to only support Surinamese companies here in Guyana, but also to make sure that we support Guyanese companies who want to participate in Suriname.
With CARICOM creating a single economic space, Dr. Durga also encouraged businesses to seize this opportunity. Rupa Sinarayan, The Evening News.
Food for the Poor Guyana and Star Computers have collaborated with St. Francis community developers to roll out 2 new smart classrooms in Region 6. Andrew Carmichael filed this report.
Food for the Poor Guyana says it is now changing its focus in Guyana, and that is one of the reasons why attention is paid to the establishment of 2 smart classrooms in Region 6. It is an initiative being spearheaded by St. Francis community developers of Port Morant. The classrooms are at the New Amsterdam Technical Institute and the Police Training Academy at Adventure Quarantine.
That classroom will serve 2 purposes. It will aid the college and the technical institution in New Amsterdam, NATI, to provide free classes to residents on a daily basis in a smart classroom setting, and they will be able to intensify the work that they are doing in IT. So what we launched this morning is a classroom that will serve a dual purpose: an ordinary classroom to do what a smart classroom does, and to teach people to repair computers.
That was President of St. Francis Community Developers, Alex Foster. The equipment for the classrooms were provided by Star Computers.
We are also able to hand over 2 sick bays, one at the college and one at Natty, for the purpose of assisting. In less than 8 hours, the sick bay at Adventure is utilized by 2 of the trainees there already, one in an accident and the other one sick and was ordered to rest. So because they are from different parts of the country, they have a safe environment now to rest in. And we set up 2 welfare departments with counseling desks and all the facilities to make persons comfortable.
Meanwhile, Chief Executive Officer of Food for the Poor Guyana, Andrea Joseph, pointed out that the agency is trying to enhance education and promote development. She said that this is a change-up in the way the organization has been operating over the past 32 years in Guyana.
As the country changes, we as an organization, we have to change. So you will be seeing changes to the organization. These are good changes. These are changes geared towards capacity building and development. So you're going to be seeing more initiatives like these in this region and the other 9 administrative regions in this country. We are removing ourselves from merely giving relief. We're going to use all of our resources, all of our input, financial and in kind, to make these miracles like what we were able to do here with St. Francis and with Star Computers happen.
For the evening news, Andrew Carmichael.
Let's now tell you the 2024 MASHRAMANI costume and float parade that traversed the streets of Georgetown on Friday has left thousands of patrons mesmerized. Luana McAllister has the details.
Hello Guyana, I am Luana McAllister.
And I am Michelle Henry.
Bringing you coverage of MASHRAMANI 2024, Guyana's biggest celebration of culture and heritage.
Today we will be hitting the streets to capture the energy and vibes in this year's festivities. From the magical music to the vibes in this parade, we are engulfing ourselves in the MASHRAMANI energy.
Throughout today, we will be interviewing participants, locals, and performers, bringing you stories of what makes this day very special. So stick along with us as we take you on a whirlwind tour of MASHRAMANI 2024.
Each float was a testament to the artistic prowess and cultural richness of Guyana, captivating the eyes and hearts of onlookers. The Gisby float was a towering masterpiece adorned with majestic and enchanting water-like features. Every detail from the intricately crafted wings on the float transported spectators to a realm of underwater. Public Relations Officer of Gisby, Gomati Gangadine, spoke with the Evening News and said she is hoping they take the crown this year.
We're here with the Gisby Manishwars Mash Band. This is the first year we're participating, and I must say, we did not want to start small. So we didn't go into the small category or the medium category. We're in the large category. So we started with a bag, and our band basically represents the concept of water and how it's used to fuel industries. So anybody who knows Gisby, which is Guyana shore base, and Manishwars Limited, know that they're ports that service the oil and gas industry and commercial shipping, etc. So we wanted to take the water concept and show how we contribute to the development of Guyana and prosperity of Guyana's peoples through the water, and using the water to fuel industries like shipping, marine, shore-based services, etc.
So since you're first time, do you think you guys will be taking the crown this year?
Absolutely. I mean, look at my band. I have not seen a beautiful band than this. We're energetic. My band has been practicing for the past month. We have our dance routines down. We amaze the judges, I think, at the cathedral judging point. So we're waiting to take the crown later.
All right, all the best, GOVT!
Following closely behind was the Ministry of Labour Harmony in Prosperity float, which displayed the various components of labour. The giant word job was adorned with blue and gold and gleamed in the sunlight. Waves of blue and gold cascaded down the sides of the float. It seemed as though spectators were submerged in paradise. Here is what Ministerial Advisor of the Ministry of Labour, Gillian Burton-Prasad, had to say.
We are displaying the various components of labor, which is training through Board of Industrial Training. We have jobs after you train by the Central Recruitment Agency. After that, and you get a job, we protect your rights to the Labor Department and your safety through occupational health and safety. Finally, we enhance your life through the cooperative society.
The Ministry of Public Works float took revelers on a captivating voyage through Guyana's massive infrastructural development. Tamika Barcoy, Deputy Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, explained more.
As you can see, this is our band, inclusive of all our agencies, Airport, our Bridge, Marriott, Carnamarima, the whole bunch.
There you have it, Guyana, MASHRAMANI 2024, where people from all walks of life are coming together in unity to celebrate our culture and our heritage. Michael, how was your experience?
This was the best experience in my life. There is a lot of unity, a lot of different people coming into one space.
Yeah, so we're reporting for the evening news and wishing you a happy 54th Republic anniversary.
As Guyana celebrated its 54th Republic anniversary in grandeur, Guyanese as well as visitors from around the globe flocked the streets of Georgetown to witness the spectacle of the celebrations. More in this report.
The 2024 MASHRAMANI event was painted left and right with patrons from all over the globe looking on to a grand experience they have never witnessed before. Tripping down the streets of Georgetown to the beats of soca music, a barrage of fresh faces from New York were excited to be here.
Hey, hold on. Which part are you all from? America. Oh my God. Hey, tell me about the Guyana experience, man.
Amazing, beautiful people, one love, let's go. Yo, we lit out here. All the way from New York. Right?
We lit.
All the way to get here to see this. And I am the happiest person that I didn't miss this experience.
Meantime, as the riveting event continued, the evening news caught up with a group of Guyanese now living in the US who have been away from the MASHRAMANI festivities for 23 years.
How's the experience, given that it was so long?
It's hot. That's
It's Guyana.
it's hot, but the experience is great. It's her experience now.
Okay, so how are you experiencing MASHRAMANI this year?
It's good. I like it.
You like
come
it?
back hopefully next year.
Guyana's the best place in the world. Have a good one, everybody.
As the fire of energy continued to move throughout the streets, Guyana's neighbors to the south were having a grand time.
What country are you all from?
Brazil. I am Brazil.
Hey, on three, MASHRAMANI. 1, 2, 3.
MASHRAMANI. Brazil's love Guyana.
Seeing the energy from far and wide unfold, the evening news witnessed a 106-year-old woman not backing down.
Yes, my birthday.
Experience a lot of MASHRAMANI celebrations.
Oh, God, I started, yeah, you know it. But you see, this day, MASHRAMANI was nice. Yes, very, very nice. Yes.
Are you enjoying MASHRAMANI this year?
Yes, last year I was here. But the
everything.
rain and the rain fall. But this year we got sun.
All right, so you're happy to be out here, right?
Yes, baby.
All right, hoping to see you many more years.
The Regional Democratic Council of Region 6 will be holding its mass tramp on March 3 in New Amsterdam. Andrew Carmichael has that story.
The announcement was made at an event held on Main Street, New Amsterdam, which featured several local singers, including Calypso Monarch contender Vintage.
No, take my right out. Now this is New Amsterdam, and they say New Amsterdam is the best region in Guyana. If you believe so, somebody say yeah. Anybody ready for MASH? Well, listen, on the 3rd of March, we coming on the road of New Amsterdam, and we gonna show Georgetown that we can do it. Anybody ready? Say ready?
During the course of the last 2 weeks, we have had many activities taking place within the region. Sporting activities, cultural activities, games and other forms of activities. As you would have recognized, we also promoted a talent show on Facebook. And tonight you would have seen those winners, because this is what we believe in. We believe in promoting our culture. We believe in promoting the talents of our people, so that at the end of the day, we will have a talented and cultural region. Over the next few days, you will see more activities taking place.
That was Region 6 Chairman David Arbagon, who stated that the region's float will be leading the band, while adding that it depicts wealth and prosperity. In addition, it focuses on the harmony which exists among the 6 major races in Guyana. The float will be displayed under the theme, building resilient communities and prioritizing food security and recreation amenities. This year, Republic Celebrations is being held under the theme, celebrating our people and our prosperity.
The float parade will be done here in New Amsterdam on the 3rd of March. We expect to have many floats coming from Georgetown, because I've already written to the various ministries in Guyana asking them to send their floats whenever we are having our float parade on the 3rd.
For the evening news, Andrew Carmichael.
And now for a look at the bridge reports.
The Demerara Harbour Bridge will be closed to vehicular traffic on Saturday, February 24, 2024 at 10 hours 30 for 1.5 hours. Meanwhile, the Berbice River Bridge is expected to be closed at 16 hours 20 on Saturday, February 24, 2024, also for 1.5 hours.
ICC T20 Men's World Cup launched in Guyana. This and more coming up in the Sportcast, sponsored by MACORP.
Factory and dockyard owners, Sylvie's now has in stock the 5000 PSI North Star Heavy Duty Pressure Washer. It delivers industrial strength cleaning power and durability, blasting through the toughest caked on mud, dirt and debris. Great for prepping concrete surfaces, stripping paint and removing barnacles. Shop now at sylviesonline.com or visit our 31 High and Hatfield Street store. We also deliver. Call or WhatsApp 623-7755 for more info.
It's a new day with Shilling Oil. A unique blend of natural oils to help ease and soothe the day-to-day discomforts of life. Get relief from muscle and joint pain, headaches, and congestion. Shilling Oil lets you get back to the things you love doing most. Water relief with Shilling Oil. Distributed by Massey Distribution.
Come celebrate 1770 with us. It's our birthday. Yeah, celebrate 1770 with us. It's our birthday. Yeah, it's our 17th anniversary.